All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast, on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Death, the Destroyer of Worlds. I'm joined with my host. We got Ryan Gilbert and Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
I'm doing good here. I'm very happy to have you back, Talon. So you're fighting through it here. I'm in the holiday spirit. I got Christmas gritty behind me, Santa gritty. I got some Christmas lights up. So less than 2 weeks till Christmas. Good midweek show here. I always enjoy these earlier shows. I can put a few back and still enjoy the night. So having a good time over here.
For sure. I am coming off of a bit of a sweat there. Last day in the Champions League. All the standings are finalized and the knockout stages are imminent in February, but I was sweating out a bad one with the Borussia Dortmund versus Paris Saint-Germain in Dortmund. I had Dortmund to win the division. They were projected to finish fourth, so it was a nice big price on that. They took the early lead, early second half lead, and then PSG tied right back. I needed Dortmund to tie or win to win the division, and what also depended on the other game in the group was Milan and Newcastle. So if Newcastle won, then PSG would need to win. And thankfully, Milan was beating them. So PSG did not have to win. So they just kind of took the foot up the gas because it looked like they were going to score for the longest time when it was 1-1. But thankfully, the result in the other group dictated that they slowed things down. So that it was a wild finish, long story short, and thankfully Dortmund held on. It went from PSG just breaking the backs for 10 minutes, trying to crush Dortmund till they learned of the result in the other game. Then they just took it easy, just kept passing back to the goalie, back and forth until the end of the game. So that was it was still sweaty, but a lot sweatier if I had to spend 20 minutes watching them try to attack the Dortmund goal. Like their lives depended on it. So yeah, that was a nice win. Not good soccer stuff in general, but that was a nice way to finish it off. So I'm hyped about that, ready for the Christmas break.
Right on, man. That's good shit. Ryan, you get a haircut?
I did. I got a haircut yesterday. Joel did not mention it. So thanks, Talon. Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, well, it looks good. It looks nice and clean. That's why I'm here. Joel's just a fucking asshole all the time. And, even when I'm fighting through COVID, I'm still just,
Well, he's got different headphones. He's got different headphones, doesn't he?
These are my headphones.
Oh, fuck. Maybe it's just the hair on. Yeah, okay. I tried.
I'm dying, bro. Joel's talking about sweating all these bets. I'm just absolutely sweating. This has been a miserable week. I feel absolutely horrible. I've been killing it gambling though. Okay, past couple of shows, you guys been talking about all the suspensions and all that crazy stuff going down. You guys touch on all that.
We mentioned that Perron got suspended and Larkin's out, but
that's the biggest one. Perron being suspended is an absolute bullshit. This guy should be commended for what he did, not suspended. This is absolutely ridiculous. Anybody that says otherwise is a bitch. So go fuck yourselves if you don't think that. You see your captain just flat out knocked out on the ice. You should just free round to just two-hand whoever you want in the face. I don't care. That's hockey, baby. I take that guy on my team any day. Hell yeah.
I just saw the play for the first time actually, and yeah, it's a cross check to the face, so it is a suspendable play. But didn't Trouba just get fined for a two-hand whack to someone's head? So it's just there's like we always say there's absolutely no consistency with the NHL.
Yeah, they got nothing. It's brutal. Anyways, Leafs are on a heater. Best team in the league, winning the cup. You guys can all suck it. Suck it, Smitty. Suck it, Max. Suck it, everybody else talking shit in the Discord. Go fuck yourselves. All right, everybody, go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, baby. We got hockey. We got an 8-game slate set for tomorrow, which I think is Wednesday. We're gonna get to that. We got NFL. We got college football. Or tomorrow's Thursday. Shit. We got NFL. We got college football. We got baseball. Ohtani. Fucking all you Blue Jays fans are losers. Every one of you sucks. I was torn. I'm like, either he signs in Toronto and my hatred for America comes out because I can laugh at all you losers and are pissed about it. But my hatred for the Blue Jays trumps all. You guys are shit. You suck. I'm so happy that you're all miserable. And now they're all backtracking, being like, ooh, we didn't want him anyways. What an anchor contract. You guys are losers. So happy to see you all sad. The tears of Blue Jays fans has been the only thing keeping me alive this week. So hell yeah, stuff going on in the baseball world. That's fantastic. Soccer, I guess, is popping off. Jolie, tennis season's got to be tennis season soon here, no?
Yeah, it's a month until the Australian Open, so you can start asking me about that again. I'll be looking at the futures markets there. But yeah, as for Ohtani, like I was so fucking sick of it on Friday, man. Like every hockey podcast in Canada was like talking nonstop.
Right, yeah.
Ohtani. Like shut the fuck up! I don't give a shit about baseball. So I'm happy with all those losers. Did not get that bum anyway.
100%. Quick little shout out to Corey Connors and Brooke Henderson almost winning doubles in golf last weekend. I was on them. I was pretty pumped. Ended up losing. That kind of sucks. But
Who won?
anyways, they had a good performance and they almost it was Jason Day and some
the Asian girl.
some Asian bitch. So hell yeah, good for them. I was not on them though, but anyway, so that was cool. So all the stuff going on in the world of sports, you can find all the information
Talon,
on the website.
Speaking of golf, what's your thoughts on John Ram joining the Live?
Rom.
Oh, it's
Rom,
all
whatever. Oh no, we lost
like
that.
That's fucking fantastic. It's just we're just delaying the inevitable here, and that's when the PGA caves and say, okay, everybody that plays in Live, you can have your tour card back and play both, and that's the best thing for the sports. Anybody saying otherwise, saying, oh, it's disgrace for the PGA and it's bad for the game of golf. No, people on the PGA just need to get off their fucking high horse. Okay, it's as simple as that. So once they get over it, the world will be a much better place. So I don't know.
Yeah,
are you guys still here? Did you hear all
good.
that?
Yeah,
you're
okay,
frozen still, but we can hear you.
Yeah. All right. Well, as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. No, like I said, like fucking why is the PGA got to be the one to give it? If the only problem I have with it is if I'm like a guy like Dustin Johnson and I was one of the first ones coming over and you're only giving me like 150 mil, I'm going back and be like, yo, you better bump that number up. Like, give me like 400. Let's fucking go. I took the shrapnel. I took the bullets. But hell yeah, good for golf. PGA needs to get their shit together and just let these guys play. And let's hope all golfers make their money. Fucking right. All right, SGPN website. Check it all out. Read the articles. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles. How are those going, Gilbert? Are you still pumping those out weekly?
Yeah, those are going good weekly. I think I hit on I think one of the Columbus players. I think Marchenko I suggested, and he scored the next night. So yeah, still hitting on those pretty good.
Right on. Good to see. And listen to the other shows as well. Everybody's killing it. I forgot to say NBA stuff's going on in basketball with their whole midseason tournament. I think it's over now, but whatever. That's cool too. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord, I assume, has been popping off. I've been lurking a little bit. I haven't been in there too much really because I've been dying, but fucking seems like everybody's having a good time and still doing stuff. Are we still just, as long as we're still carving Archer, that's okay by me. As long as everybody's just having a good time, posting bets. There's been a couple charts being posted. There's a big chart posted in there last night. So if you got to do some backtracking, go check out one of the best charts that we've had posted in there. So shout out to everybody in there doing their thing, man. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. Shout out, if you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HTP Twitter account. Social media assistant producer will fucking get you going. He'll get you in there. He's an absolute beauty. Or what you could do is just join the club of not noticing when your co-hosts get haircuts or do new stuff to their face or their hair, and just all around just kind of being a little bit lame like that. And when you're in that club, you can go up to the president, because the president of that club is none other than Mr. Joel Meyer, baby. And you can go up to the prez and be like, yo, prez, how the hell do I get in the Discord? Also, did you not do something to your hair? And he wouldn't even fucking know, because he doesn't even know what's going on anyways, but he does know how to get you in the Discord, baby.
Just call me Joel Oblivious.
Joel Oblivious. I
like that one a lot. That's great.
All right. Make sure you're subscribed to the Hockey Gunman podcast. Or ever listen to your podcast on Apple. Leave us a 5-star rating and review, and I'll read it at the end of the show. Subscribe and leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify as well. Also on YouTube, going live there for all of our shows. Talon, we got a YouTube comment 4 days ago from our friend Grant Horvath. He said, "Where's Talon? Is he in hideout from all the Sens fans, or is he blowing his winnings in Thailand?" That was after the big win by the Leafs there in Canada.
Hell yeah. Well, I can tell you, I've been attacking Sens fans on Twitter as much as possible, so I will never be scared of those fucking nerds. And I have not been to Thailand. I have been dying at home. But good. Thanks for reaching out. I appreciate it. As the ocean said to the sand, I appreciate the sentiment, all right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go through our lock dogs and totals from our last show. We were all together. It was grim. I think it's from December 5th. I don't remember any of these, but whatever. Ryan went 2-1. He killed it, up 2.33 units. Jolie went 1-2, down 0.02 units. I went 0-3. Fucking said it wasn't gonna happen again. It happened again. Made it a couple months. That's good. I was gonna prepare a big speech, but I'm like, fuck like last time, but I'm feeling like shit, so I'm not gonna. Then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do the speech from Independence Day, but I ended up not Googling it, so that's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna tell you it's not gonna happen again. But anyways, Ryan, go ahead and run us through your picks here.
Yeah, I'm looking back through the shows here. I think this was my second positive show of the season, but it was a good one. Plus 2.33 units. Nashville minus 185 at the Blackhawks. I think they won that one in a shootout. The Sharks plus 225 at the Islanders. They came back from like 4-0, 4-1 down to win that one. But my total was the Blue Jackets team total under 2.5. I forget how that one went, but they did not score fewer than 2 goals. So yeah, 2-1 plus 2.33. Hoping I can keep it rolling here.
I also went 2-1. The sheet says 1-2, so I'll forgive Tom for reading that out. But it's
bad.
all
You're
good.
right.
I missed the lock, which is why I was down minus 0.02 unit. And that Blue Jackets game was my lock. I had the Kings in regulation in that one. The Blue Jackets went out to an early 3-0 lead, and I gave up on it. The Kings stormed back, made it 3-3, and then they lost. Or no, they won in overtime there. But that doesn't matter for this bet. And then the Canucks regulation team total over 3.5 at home against the Devils. I was at this game, and that was one hell of a game to be at. 6-5 Devils win. Jesper Bratt scored the game winner there in the final minute, unfortunately for the Nucks. But the team total was never in doubt in that third period. Hell of a entertaining game. Finally, the total was the Ducks Avalanche under 6.5 minus 102. I was just following on my phone at the building when the sketchy ass data could finally get into the arena there. It was sketchy as fuck. But yeah, 3-2 final, I think it was. I was sweating, I guess, Ducks over tying the game, sending it to overtime. But I think that this was a good bet, considering it was like, I don't know, 2-0 Avs for most of the game.
For myself, for my lock, I had the Rangers money line versus Ottawa, minus 135. Cool your Jets, Sens fans. You still fucking suck, but you ended up winning this game. For my dog, I had Kings puck line versus Columbus, plus 114. Refer back to whatever Joel just said about this game. They did not get it done on the puck line. For my total, Detroit Buffalo under 6.5, minus 105. I think this was like a 4-3 game, if my memory recalls. I don't remember. I don't know. Either way, it hit. I sucked. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Okay, give me one sec for the shit to load.
Ad boy.
Yeah, we got it. I lost. I'm ad boy. We are brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, baby. Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. We got the NFL, we got the NBA, we got NHL, we got college basketball and college football. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash on in. My favorite underdog pick for tomorrow's show is something. So watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. And keep in mind, when you sign up today with promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN, $100. They're gonna fucking match it, double it on up. Let's go. And you know what? My favorite underdog pick for tomorrow would have to be. It would have to be Leafs fucking minus 2.5 on the puck line against whatever the Columbus team they're playing. So there you go, Underdog Fantasy. We are brought to you by those dogs. All right, gentlemen. We got an 8-game slate set for Thursday, December 14th here. Are we ready to cruise all back together? Feels good to be back. Are we ready to rock and roll here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Good enthusiasm, Gilbert. I needed that little pick-me-up. All right, first game on the docket here. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game itself is in Toronto here on a Thursday night. It's cold in the city, baby. But the good thing about the coldness is that this Leafs team is red hot. Columbus on the money line sitting at plus 235. Leafs on the money line at minus 290. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 125. The under plus 105. If you're interested, Leafs on the money line or the puck line, minus 1.5 is paying off minus 115. I'll get us rocking and rolling in this game here, man. Let's get her going. Leafs have been sick lately. I forget their last. What are they? The fucking home record is 8-4-1. They've absolutely been crushing it in their past 10 games, too. People have given the team shit for not winning in regulation. Well, guess what? They're not losing in regulation either. But you never hear anybody talking about that. And credit to the defensemen for holding strong, the likes of Simon Benoit and William Lagesson. You guys laugh all you want. These guys have been absolute studs for this team on the back end here. It's been next man up mentality, which is something we've been asking for in Toronto for a long time. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Leafs puck line on this game, man. Minus 1.5 and minus 115. Obviously, I hate betting puck lines here, but this team is actually kind of doing all the little things right. They're hard to play against, which isn't really in Toronto's DNA, but there's no games off when it comes to this team when you're playing them. They're going into the corners. They're finishing checks. Tyler Bertuzzi has turned into an absolute animal out there for this team as of late, just doing all the little things right, which is awesome to see. And don't look now, but Austin Matthews is heating back up. I think he's got like 4 goals in his past 2 games or something like that. He's ready to light the lamp. He's leading the league with 21 goals here. So I'll be looking for Matthews. No, did Besser get 2 last night?
He got 3.
Besser got 3 last night? Oh, shit. Okay, so he is tied then. Yeah.
For Rocket Richard. Let's get it.
Right on. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's cool. I like Besser. But yeah, so anyways, he's still lighting the lamp here and shit. And then Johnny T is waking up a little bit too. Obviously, he's going to get a big celebration. They'll have the golden stick here or the silver stick handed out for 1,000 points or something. There'll be some ceremony tomorrow. So be sure to kind of calculate that into your way accordingly. And I will be calculating that in my according by betting the under because all these players are going to be standing around a little bit. You know, they're going to be losing a bit of their gear and they might come out a little bit slow. Might also look for the under in the first 10 minutes for a goal. It would probably be sitting at like plus 110, plus 120 or something. So those are my bets for that game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you there on the Leafs puck line, minus 115. That seems kind of low with the money line being minus 290. But looking into it, you know, Columbus has kept some of their games close. They took the Kings to overtime, as we talked about. A few of their road losses have been by 1 goal. And more importantly, the Leafs don't necessarily pull away from teams too much. But I think they're going to be able to pull away from the Blue Jackets here. Blue Jackets are the worst expected goals 4% team in the league over the past 10 games, despite them going 4-5-1 in that span. Shout out! Surprised you didn't shout out Magic Hands Marty Jones there, getting the win against the Rangers there. Big win there on a back-to-back. Fantilli's questionable Thursday for a personal matter apparently. Goodbranson's eligible Saturday. He's been suspended. Jenner's out for them. So Columbus Boone Jenner is a solid player for them. I don't think we discussed him being out with a broken jaw. So
former Oshawa General, baby.
Columbus 2-8-3 on the road. Toronto 8-4-1 at home. So I like the Leafs here on the puck line minus 115. I also was looking at a Leafs team total over 3.5, Columbus team total under 3.5. I could see a 4-3 outcome here potentially in overtime. So that can get you to plus odds if you would prefer that. And I do like the over here, over 6.5. It's a Leafs game. They're putting up goals. So I think the over is a good bet here at minus 125.
I was leaning Blue Jackets, but that I did not know about that Fantilli thing. So with him being questionable with a personal matter, that typically means he's not going to play. And already missing Boone Jenner. That's their two.
He was back at practice today, apparently.
Ooh.
So he'll probably play.
Okay. Well, the line just dropped to plus 225, so I'm out. It was a plus 235. I was kind of thinking the Blue Jackets could steal one here. They have been competitive. I know that their underlying numbers haven't been great, but they have a lot of talent, and the Leafs, they've still got that sickness running through the team. It's only a Blue Jackets for me. Blue Jackets are nothing. But yeah, the over 6.5 I think is a decent look. The goalies have been decent for the Leafs in relief of the elite Joseph Wall, but you still rather have him in net than Samsonov and Martin Jones. So yeah, the over 6.5 would be the way I'd look. I mean, the Blue Jackets goaltending has been a lot better this year, but it's still not anywhere near good enough to rely upon, like with how terrible their defense is. So yeah, the over 6.5, lean to the Blue Jackets.
All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot again here. We got the Washington Capitals against the Philadelphia Flyers. Game itself is in Philly. Broad Street, baby. Let's go. You see, I got it right. Hell yeah. Washington Capitals on the money line at plus 114. Flyers on the money line at minus 135. Over unders at 5.5. Over sit at minus 120. The under plus 100. Right, guy, what's up with Philly here? I know a little bit of a crushing loss yesterday, no?
Yeah, it was a tough way to end the road trip. I mean, they've won in Arizona, won in Colorado, but they battled back from 2 down to force overtime, at least against the Preds. They have not won a game when they've been down by 2 goals, so that was good to see. Senator Arson was kind of leaky on the final goal with Forsberg's shot getting through him. So I imagine Carter Hart will start on Thursday night here at home, and I'm all over the Flyers. Flyers minus 135. I just do not think the Capitals are a very good team. The Capitals' expected goals for numbers have been, steadily pretty much going down over the past, few weeks here. Flyers have been steadily going up, and returning home, I'm going to be in the building, going to have the home fans behind them there. So yeah, I think the Capitals here are frauds. So give me the Flyers here at -135. The total 5.5. It kind of makes sense for in a Flyers game here, but I could see the Flyers just putting up 4 or 5 goals themselves against the Capitals, because I don't think Charlie Lindgren is for real here. So just the Flyers here at -135, and then the over would be the play for me on the total.
I had to upgrade the Capitals a little bit lately. I know that their metrics aren't great, but they have been a lot better than I expected. They do deserve some of these wins, and their goaltending has been outstanding, especially from Charlie Lindgren. Shout out, another backup taking over the starter job. My line now with the Capitals upgrade is even money right now. So it's right at plus 100. -100, whatever you want to call it, and that means there's a bit of value in the Capitals, but I got to back the Flyers here. I'm not going to bet them, but I think that they should be favored. I'm not trusting my upgrades here for the Capitals just yet. We'll see how it goes, but for now, I'm going to totally pass on the side. But I love the under 5.5 at even money. I know that we don't see a lot of 5.5s anymore in this new age of NHL hockey, where goalies suck and everyone's playing such fast offensive systems. And yeah, we got a lot of talent on the teams, but with these two teams, there's not a lot of offensive talent. The Flyers play great, disciplined defensive hockey. Capitals do the same thing. Both power plays are not great. And yeah, I think the under 5.5 is pretty good, especially with Carter Hart and Charlie Lindgren in net.
I'm right there with you on that under. I think that's a fantastic play here, man. Both teams aren't really traditionally great at scoring this year. Washington's 30th in the league for average goals for per game. Philly's sitting at 22nd, and both teams' goaltending has been fine, as well as defensive play has been fine as well. Picking a side here, I hate to do this to you, Ryan, but I kind of got to go with the Caps a little bit here. Caps started off hot. We know that. They're flipping off lately. I think they're 5-4-1 in their past 10 games here. Philly, not as bad, but kind of similar. I think they're like 5-3-2 or something in their past 10. So they're almost even when it comes to those stats. But I got to go down to my favorite. Division games matter, baby. Division games matter in this. The Caps are 6-2-0 in division games this year so far, and the Flyers are 6-4-1. So I'm definitely going to be leaning a little bit towards Washington on this one if I had to make a play at plus 114 dogs. And yeah, I'm with Jolie. I love that under 5.5 at even money here. Okay, moving down to the 7:30 p.m. time slot, we have the Carolina Hurricanes against the Detroit Red Wings. Game itself is in Detroit here. Carolina on the money line at -148. Detroit on the money line at plus 124. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Both over-under sitting at -110 in this game here, man. First things first, I like the over just because I think both these goalies fucking stink. I think Billy Husso sucks. He's got his 3.67 goals against average, 0.886 save percentage. I think Antti Ranta is terrible. He's got a 3.4 goals against average, a 0.860 save percentage. And Carolina, man, they're not really scoring as many goals as they should, but fuck me, they're getting a lot of shots. They're averaging 34.1 shots on net per game here. I'm kind of down on this Carolina team, man. We talked about it a little bit in the Discord the other day, like just kind of, I've watched a couple of their games the past like week and a half or so. And as far as like system wise, from an offensive point of view, which is so surprising from a Rob Brendamore coach team, they just look ugly. There's no support. There's no high man in the slot. There's nobody pressuring or supporting the puck carrier with an outlet pass when he's in a little bit of trouble. Breakouts look sloppy. Break-ins look sloppy. They're not able to hold the line. It's been ugly here, man. I don't like this Carolina team. I think that they're better than what they're playing like right now, of course, but maybe they're just not as good as we all think they are, man. And where that stems from, is that a coaching problem? I don't want to be the first one to call out Rob Brendamore, but it's looking kind of ugly here, man. So I don't know. With all that being said, though, I kind of got to go with the Canes in this game here, man, at -148. Detroit, they're kind of coming back to earth a little bit. This is the team that I have rated much outside the playoffs. And I think we're going to start to see things come back to where they should be. So give me the Canes -148. As far as over-under, give me the over 6.5 -110.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on the Canes, and right there with you on, maybe looking at Rod Brendamore. I don't know if the Hurricanes would look at firing him, but I mean, Craig Berube's out there now after the Blues fired him, and the Red Wings have been the team to, kill coaches so far this season. They beat the Wild, then Everson was fired. They beat the Blues, then Berube was fired. I mean, I'm not saying Brendamore is close to being fired, but the Canes got to get something going. They're bad on the road. They did win in Ottawa last night, so that was good. But this is a long road trip for them. This is their sixth straight road game. They're not good on the road. But Detroit's coming back home, third game in 4 nights after being down in Dallas and down in St. Louis. So I think that's going to be taking a toll on them, coming back home after that, having to play the next day. So I am on the Canes at -148. For the total, probably staying away from the total. I do, if Ketchikoff or if Kuchi's starting there, I feel like he could be solid and keep it under. Depends who starts for the Wings, because they have 3 guys now with Husso, Reimer, and Lyon. So staying away from the
total.
They
all suck. They all stink.
Lyon's good. Lyon can be good in. Lyon carried the Panthers to the playoffs, and then Bob got good again. So just give me the Canes here at -148. But Talon, we've been talking about fading the Red Wings to miss the playoffs here recently. So we're all on board the fading Wings train.
Fuck the Wings.
Yeah, the Perron injury hurts, or the suspension hurts. The Comfort injury hurts. Dylan Larkin's out for a while. They're losing their centers and one of the better scorers in Perron. I know they got Kane now, which is good, but he's not who he once was. Although he's been all right so far, but yeah, he's still good. But still, it's a lot to compensate for with missing those 2 centers. I don't think I've adjusted enough for them, because my line is still. Kane's only -125, so that would imply value on the Wings here, but I can't do it with these injuries. I don't think that I've adjusted enough, like I said. So I'm staying away from the side entirely, but I love the over 6.5 here with these goalies in net. The way that the Hurricanes have been playing, they aren't the structured team they were the last few seasons. They don't get shit going. They every once in a while you'll see the old Canes, but that's like 1 in every 3 games at best at this point. And otherwise, they got to outscore the competition. I think that's one of these games. The Red Wings are more of an offensive team nowadays, and their defense is not great, and goaltending is not great either. I mean, Alex Lyon has good numbers and all that, but if it's Russian roulette and you got 3 bullets, chances are you're not going to get the 3 bullets. Or no, it'd be how do you want to say this? 1 bullet in a 3 chambers. There's a good chance it's not going to be Lyon. 33% chance. Okay, I failed at that one. But yeah, I don't like the Red Wings goaltending either way. Even with Lyon starting, I like the over 6.5 here. I think we could see a shootout in this one. I mean, the Hurricanes also they're finally coming to America after a long ass road trip. Finally working their way home. They got to be burnt out. So that's another lean to the Wings. But over 6.5 is my favorite play for this one.
Dude, I just had this guy follow me on Twitter right now, and he has the best bio of all time. ODU football fan / ODU alumni. Shout out Old Dominion. Canucks and Caps writer. Also LA Rams, WWE, AEW, and techno music. I'm all capitals anti-Corsi and anti-monarchist. Stay classy. So hell yeah, this guy's a fucking beauty. That's unreal.
He had me until anti-monarchist, but Canucks and Caps.
Canucks and Caps and WWE and AEW. Shout out Old Dominion. That's
all right,
cool.
I can dig it. As an Avs and LSU and Chicago Bears fan, I like the randomness.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's get it. All right, moving down to the APO time slot here. We got the Ottawa Senators versus St. Louis Blues. Game itself was in St. Louis here. Ottawa on the money lines at -110. St. Louis on the money lines at -110. You know what that means?
Pick 'em. We got
a pick 'em game, baby. Absolutely love it. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over sitting at -130. The under at +110. Give me the Blues, man. Let's go. Binner's been a fucking animal for this team. We keep saying, he's got to slow down. He's got to slow down. Well, guess what? He's not. He's been friggin' sick. Goals against average is falling off a little bit. Same with the save percentage a little bit. But he's keeping these teams in games, man. St. Louis has no business being where they are right now. They have no business hanging around. But he's giving them every goddamn reason to. This team is giving up 32.4 shots per game. And the goals against average is still just sitting right at 3. So Binder's been awesome. The Sens are in shambles right now. we gotta start the petition. I'm gonna start it right here. We gotta free Brady Tkachuk. We gotta get Brady Tkachuk out of this dump, out of this shithole that is the Canada Senators. This team is garbage. He's starting to boil over. You saw him going at Kochetkov last night. It's best for hockey if Brady Tkachuk isn't at the Ottawa Senators. So, all you Sens fans, you can go fuck off. We got to take this captain and get him somewhere actually meaningful. Get him anywhere else. Send him to Vancouver. Send him to Edmonton. Make it work in the cap. Send him somewhere to the States even. That would be absolutely sick. So Blues are going to beat the shit out of the Sens here. Ottawa stinks. Goaltending's been absolutely horrendous. This team doesn't have defensive play. Every time I look, these guys are getting burned left, right, and center. They're pinching up top. They're not fucking pressuring. When it comes to PK and stuff like this, what is their penalty kill percentage? Penalty kill's 31st in the league. I'm glad that the numbers support it, because when I watch it, they're just letting guys walk in and dance around and do whatever the fuck they want. It's okay to be aggressive on the penalty kill. And this Ottawa Senators team is anything but that. They're absolutely terrible. So yeah, give me the Blues, baby. Give me the Blues all day long on the money line in this pick'em. As far as over under goes, give me the under the number, but give me the over St. Louis goal total, because I think there's going to be like a 4-1 game for St. Louis.
Yeah, you got a kind of homecoming game here for Brady Tkachuk coming home to St. Louis, where his dad Keith Tkachuk played. Obviously, despite all of Talon's vitriol towards the Sens, there I got to go with him here in a pick 'em -110. I think they're up to even money at some books. Even I don't think the Blues are getting the dead coach bounce here. I think Berube was a good coach. He should not have been fired. This is on the roster. We talked about it before the season. The Blues team is not good enough to make the playoffs, and they're not playing good hockey. They've lost 4 in a row, 2 to bad teams, Columbus and Chicago. I think they had a lead against Detroit last night and then blew that at some point. Yeah, they were up 3-2, then 4-3 going into the third. The Red Wings scored 3 straight there. So it's just not a good hockey team. I don't think Binnington can keep it up too much. Ottawa's been okay recently. Went to Detroit, beat them 5-1. I had a few days off before losing to Carolina, so I think -110 here. I'll take them in St. Louis. So I'll give them the Sens -110. For a total, probably go with the under. I'm not sure who's going to be starting here for the Senators, but could see a lower scoring game here.
Yeah, this one is you guys neglected to mention the new coaching change, dead cat bounce. It's a real thing, which is why I'm staying away from the Senators. My number is -108 for the Sens, so I'm leaning that way. But I'm not getting in front of the truck that is the dead cat bounce. Like it works so often. You get a new coach in the dressing room. Everyone wants to sharpen up, look good for the new gaffer, and show that it was the old gaffer's fault that you sucked. And that's why you typically get a bit of rejuvenated team when the old guy is fired. So yeah, the Blues here, just based on that angle is why I lean that way. I'm not gonna play it though, because I fucking hate the Blues. Every time I bet them, they lose. I mean, I wanted to bet them last 3 games. I bet them 2 of the 3. They lost all 3 anyway. And yeah, the Berube got fired, and then I lost my next coach fired bets as well. So that sucked as well. But yeah, I love the total. The over 6.5 -130. Blues should come out firing. Yeah, Binnington's been good, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the new coach affects the goaltending. It certainly worked for the Wild goaltenders, that's for sure, when Everson got fired. But we'll see. Over 6.5. It's a Sens game. They don't play defense like Talon was saying, but they do have a good power play. Terrible penalty kill, like he was saying as well, 31st. So yeah, I think we could see a lot of goals this one. So I'm going against Talon with the over 6.5.
All I'm saying that, if you're gonna have a weasel like Timmy Stützle, that's the biggest diver in the league and gets all these diving penalties, you got to be able to kill a penalty, and they can't do it. So I don't know.
Joel, you think Berube lands somewhere before the season's up? Think maybe Seattle?
Doubt it.
Yeah.
No, he's there's better names out there right now. I want to give Claude Julien a chance. I know he's got a bit of a problem, but what's his name? The Chicago Blackhawks coach. Joel Quenneville.
Yeah, Quenneville. No, I'm I just forgot his name. I'm a Jay Woodcroft guy, yo. There's some good coaches that are next year's off season. There's gonna be some fucking mad coaching carousel shit going down, yo.
For sure.
I could just see someone picking up Berube because Berube picked, mid-season got hired by the Blues and took it to the Cup. So I could see some team that is desperate picking him up.
Yeah. I'm with Jolie though. I know people might not like it, but I want to see Quenneville fucking just doing some work. Yo. He's a good coach.
One of the best.
100%. All right.
Babcock.
Does he ever get a job? I don't think he gets it.
No.
Maybe in the KHL.
He's fucking rich now, anyway.
Yeah, true. He is. Damn right. Getting that MLSC money. All right. We are also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. You can win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. You can research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. We love history, impartial when it comes to stats and data. You can enter any parlay idea into the Hall of Fame Bets Revolutionary Parlay Optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 researchers with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. That's hofbets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Again, code SGPN to get 50% off first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
I like that ad because it made Talon say expected probability.
Yeah, the expected probability of me even fucking giving a shit about expected probability is minus 190, or I don't fucking know. John Tavares, Hall of Famer, yes or no?
No.
He needs a cup.
You guys are fucking nuts, okay? This is the Hockey Hall of Fame. This isn't the Hockey Hall of NHL we're talking about. We're talking about a guy that literally has Olympic gold medals. He has World Junior gold medals. He had early exception status to the OHL as a 15-year-old and has 1,000 goals or 1,000 points in the NHL. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just more particular about who gets in. But you're right. He does have a strong case. There's worse players than him in the Hockey Hall of Fame, so I'm not gonna fight you on this one.
Yeah, he probably missed. Did you guys see that 14-year-old playing for, I think, the Brandon Wheat Kings picked up a 2-goal game? I don't know if he's the next Bedard or just got some exception rule, but
was he playing for the Wheat Kings?
I thought so.
I thought it was I thought it was some 13. Maybe it's a different thing. I thought it was some 13-year-old that got called up to an under 18 team or some shit.
14-year-old Jackson Jaxon Jacobson shines in WHL debut.
His name is Jackson Jacobson.
Jackson Jacobson.
That's a pretty wicked handle for
AJ.
Right? Jackson Jacobson, bro. Let's go fucking pop Chad and the Dubs. I love it. All right, moving down to the 8 p.m. time slot here. We got the Calgary Flames against the Minnesota Wild. Game itself is in Minnesota. Calgary on the money line sitting at plus 120. Minnesota on the money line at minus 142. The over-under sitting at 6. Overpaying off minus 120. The under plus 100. I'm going to fuck this guy and just throw to him here. Jolie, what's going on in this game? Are the Wild they're gonna beat the Flames, or are the Flames gonna burn down the forest in Minnesota, baby?
Hopefully the latter. The Wild have been hot, of course, with the new coach in town. Probably more like what we expected them to be going into the season. But the Flames they've been fiery, they've been feisty the way that they've been playing lately. Ever since Connor Zary got brought up into the lineup, it was around 10 games in. The whole team has really rallied around the young guys coming up. They also got that Pospisil, whatever his name is, on the line with Kadri, and they've rejuvenated Kadri, who suddenly feels like he's this father figure to these two youngsters on his line. And that's really rallied the troops. Problem is that Tanev now is injured. That's a big blow, but they do have a lot of defensive depth, even without Zadorov now and Tanev. I think that they can withstand him somewhat. They played a hell of a game, 2 in a row against the Avalanche when Tanev went down, almost won that one. Just folded late, but you can blame the altitude and playing with 5 D-men for most of the game. And then they took the Gold Knights to overtime. And they had the lead late in that one too. So the Flames here, they're hanging on. They're struggling. They're competing. They're doing the little things right, and that's why I like them at that plus 120 here. My line is only minus 113 for the Wild. So yeah, give me the Flames here. I like the under 6 at even money as well. Another young guy coming up, Dustin Wolf, has been outstanding since he took over from Markstrom. So yeah, Flames and the under for me.
Going the other way here. We got the Fire against the Wild. We got a Smokey the Bear game here. Smokey the Bear protects the Wild, protects the Forest from the Fire. Give me the Wild here at minus 142. The Wild are one of the best teams in the league over the past 10 games in terms of expected goals, 4% at 5th at 55.61. Flames have been good too, 52.8, ranks 11th there. But I don't know, Dustin Wolf gave up 5 to Vegas. Vladar gave up 6 to Colorado. So I don't really trust either of them right now. And Calgary's not good on the road, 5-8-3 on the road. So 5 wins and 11 losses. Minnesota has been better with the new coach there. Their goaltending. They are coming home from a long road trip, 4-game road trip out there in Seattle. Was their last game on the 10th, which was Saturday. So got home, got a few days off to rest up here, and locked and loaded here for the game at home. So give me the Wild at home minus 142. For the total,
you guys are both fucking up your days. The 10th was Sunday, wasn't it?
The 10th was Sunday. 10th was Sunday.
Yeah.
So just the Wild here. No strong play on the total. Just give me the Wild at home minus 142.
Love how he notices that, but he doesn't notice your haircut, For myself, you know what, Ryan? As much as the Smokey the Bear thing is a good laugh, you know what? Smokey the Bear's a little bitch, all right? Smokey the Bear only makes sense for the kids that follow the rules. And, growing up, we used to go down and we spent a lot of time in the woods. You know what we do? We'd break beer bottles. We'd play with matches because we were the cool kids. So you know what? Fuck Smokey the Bear. We're playing with fire here. Let's go Flames, baby, on the money line at plus 120 here. This team, I know that they're on a 3-game losing streak, but they hasn't looked that bad. Like, they've been playing the right way, like Julie said. They've been doing the little things right. They're hard on the puck. They're physical in the corners here. And quite frankly, I just don't think that Minnesota has enough on their roster to kind of keep up with that amount of pressure throughout a 60-game or a 60-minute game here, man. So I expected the Flames to wear this team down. Is it going to be a big game? Is it going to be like a heavy over game? I don't think so. I can kind of see the under in this hit, and that's under 6 at plus 100. Even though goaltending has been an issue for the Flames, if Vladar is in net, I'm very weary of that. But if Dustin Wolf's in net, like Joel said, this guy's been a fucking killer since coming up here, man. So it's good to see him getting the nod. Minnesota's goaltending has came around a little bit since the coach firing, but still, you can't you can polish a turd and tell me it's a fucking rock, but I'm still going to tell you it's a turd. All right, so they're fucking stink. Give me the Flames plus 120. Give me the under 6 plus 100 here. Fuck Smokey the Bear.
Dustin Wolf just allowed 5 goals. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But he looked good doing it. That's what
okay. He looked good. All right.
Yes.
I didn't see that game, but the other games I watched of him, he looked pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And the Knights have a way of like breaking goalies. Like they're filthy in front of the net. They get these cheap bounces and bunch of luck box.
It's the best team in the West, the Vegas Golden Knights, better than every other team in the West, including the Colorado Avalanche.
We'll see.
They're going to Super 5.
Besides the Kings.
Canucks.
All right, moving down to the 9 p.m. time slot here. I've watched a lot of Canucks hockey. I got to say it. Moving down to the 9 p.m. time slot here. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning against the Edmonton Oilers. Game itself is in Edmonton on this one. Tampa Bay on the money line sitting at plus 130. Edmonton on the money line at minus 155. The over-under sitting at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 120. The under is at plus 100 here. Don't look now. Oilers are fucking sweet. They're 8-10-0 in their past 8-2-0 in their past 10 games here.
8-0.
They're 8-0 in their past 8 games. They're 8-2 in their past 10
games. Yeah. Okay. You can include the 2 losses before the 8-0 too.
Well, it's 10 games, Joel. Like, what am I going to say?
Fair enough.
They lost those games, right? But they are currently on an 8-game winning streak. They're back, baby. McDavid's a fucking animal. Draisaitl had a big goal last night, even though it wasn't really that big. A player put it in his own net, but it still counts, baby. And sometimes you just need that little bounce to get on the score sheet, even if that bounce is a player shooting the puck in his own fucking net. But hell yeah, Zach Hyman's an absolute killer out there for this team. Defensively, they're absolutely horrendous. Oh my God, I was watching a bit of that game last night. This team is so bad from the defensive zone of the puck. Darnell Nurse is out the fucking lunch. It's crazy how much money this guy makes. But you know what? This team's finding a way to get it done here. Now, they're playing at home. They're 9-4-1 at home. They're absolutely unreal at home. Tampa Bay Lightning has been terrible on the road this year, 5-9-2. I absolutely love the Oilers in this spot, minus 155 here. I might have to backtrack a bit on Tampa Bay, yo. They're not looking that pretty. I was hoping when Vasti came back and got his routine going that everything would kind of click a little bit here. It's not looking too good for the folks over there in Tampa Bay. I still have them as a potential playoff team, winning the Atlantic. Definitely out to lunch on that one. Yeah, the Bolts need to get the shit together. Kucherov with no shots last night. That was a kick in the pills. I lost a lot of money on that. Sometimes he's buzzing, sometimes he's not. He's still obviously, probably, top 2, top 3 goal scorer in the entire fucking league. But yeah, he's still a gamer. But just when it comes to the depth, man, this Tampa team doesn't have the depth that they used to have, and it's starting to show. Defensively, there's some warts as well, and Vasilevsky hasn't been bailing them out like they're used to as much. Give me the Oilers minus 155. Over under in this game. I know that you're torn because it's like, do you go over? It's an Oilers game. Yes, you probably should. Do you go under? The game went under last night against the Blackhawks. I think it's still safe to say you go over here, man. There's a lot of firepower offensively on these two teams, and neither team can fuck in and play defense right now to save their life. So over 6.5. Give me Edmonton.
Yeah, a few things there. Of course, Kucherov comes up with a big goose egg the night that I throw out, do a Kuch Sog ladder. He's been great. He's put him up 6-7 shots as the game, puts up 0 now. So he's someone still to look at if you're a props guy. Secondly, Edmonton Oilers defenseman Evan Bouchard. I've been riding him. I've been hyping him up a little bit for the Norris Trophy. He's now down to 15-1, 18-1 in some books, but some books he's at 50-1. So if he's at 50-1 on one of the books that you have, it should be a 2-horse race between Makar and Quinn Hughes, obviously, but I think Bouchard could definitely sneak in there. Definitely some value there at 50-1 with other books at 20-1 or less. And the third thing here, the Lightning have lost 12 games in regulation. How many do you guys think were by at least 2 goals?
9.
Joel?
9.
Both wrong. All 12 regulation losses have been by at least 2 goals here. You should have went 9 and 1 cent, like the Price is Right. The Oilers love them here at home, minus 155. Lightning are shit on the road, 5-9-2. Edmonton won 8 in a row overall. I believe most of them, the last 2 for the past 5, have been by at least 2 goals against good teams. Beat the Devils 4-1. Beat the Hurricanes 6-1. Love the Oilers here at home, minus 155. Like the puck line, minus 1.5, plus 160. And I'll lean to the over here, over 6.5, minus 120. Both of these teams have some talent, and I will go back to the Kucherov shots on goal. I'll double down on that.
Good luck getting Bouchard, the Norris, with the -4 plus minus, by the way.
Oh, fuck plus minus.
The
analytics nerd. Oh, plus minus doesn't mean anything. Oh,
plus minus is one of the worst stats in hockey.
Well, the voters mostly count it. There's not too many analytics nerds in the voters
maybe there's
department, but over the years there will be a few more counting it.
I have anything to do with it.
Yeah, talent for a voter. Let's go.
Yeah.
Connor Ingram for Vezina.
Yeah.
Joseph Wall for
fucking right, baby. Let's go.
But a big reason why your Cooch bets didn't cash is JT Miller. He was damn solid against him, 5-on-5. His old teammate there, so he shut him down pretty good. But yeah, for this game, the Oilers are a wagon, 8-2-0 in their last 10, of course. The Lightning, meanwhile, have struggled on the road for 4 years. They're not good. For whatever reason, they just can't perform on the road. I don't get it. Why a team can be so much better at home, but it is the case, and you have to factor that in. So my line would be Oilers minus 143, or actually it's 133. So it's closer to the Lightning here. But again, Oilers are rolling. Lightning on the road. I don't like that, but I do love the over 6.5 minus 120. I know Stuart Skinner has turned a corner since the new coach came in. And I don't know if the Oilers they're better defensively than they were under Woodcroft, at least in the early days. I'm not blaming Woodcroft for that, but they are playing a bit more conservatively. But still, both teams 3-4 on the power play. Both teams are average on the penalty kill, and just a lot of firepower offensively for both teams. So I like the over 6.5 at minus 120 quite a bit.
Yeah, I forgot to mention Victor Hedman is questionable. He missed Tuesday night's game in Vancouver, so that would be a big loss for Tampa Bay.
He's sick.
Does it say why?
No, that was Stamkos. Stamkos was sick. Hedman got hurt in the Kraken game, I believe.
Ooh,
I think lower body, probably upper body. It says.
Cut off. His nipple got cut off in prison. All right,
Catfish knows about that.
Catfish don't have nipples. What are you talking about? We're down the 10 p.m. time slot here. We have the Chicago Blackhawks against the Seattle Kraken. Game itself is in Seattle here. Chicago on the money line at plus 195. Seattle on the money line at minus 238. Over unders at 6. Over at minus 120. The under plus 100. Gilbert, you like Blackhawks. What do you think's going on in this game?
I don't know. This is pretty much a pass game for me. I maybe take the Blackhawks here at plus 195.
I bet you do.
They have a tendency
expected probability of that
win some of these games. The Kraken. I was all over the Panthers last night on them. It was a 4-0 shutout by Joey Daccord. I think his first career shutout there.
Of course.
Both of these teams only 9 wins so far early on in this season. So I can't back Seattle minus 238. If I had to play a side, it would be the Blackhawks plus 195. Maybe just go with the under 6 here at plus 100. Chicago's gone under in 4 straight, and looks like 6 of their past 7 with a push in there. And the Kraken don't really have much offensive firepower, especially without Burakovsky. Schwartz also out. Justin Schultz also questionable for this game here. So yeah, the under would be the best play for me, under 6 at plus 100.
Ryan stole all my talking points, so not much to add there. I can't bet the side here. My line is minus 217 for the Kraken, so that's pretty fair. But yeah, the under 6, I'm all over that for the same reasons. I'm not going to belabor the point. I'll just say that the Blackhawks also just are impotent offensively. They only have Connor Bedard, whatever, and that's about it. I got nothing else. I love the under 6. I'm not going to repeat what Ryan said.
Gentlemen, what do we know about cocks and cracks?
You put one in?
You've seen it before. Cocks fuck cracks. We've seen cocks fuck pussies. We've seen cracks fuck pussies last night. So that kind of counts it out. But what do we know is that black cocks fuck cracks. So if you're not betting Chicago in this game plus 95, I don't even know why you listen to our show anymore. This is the bet of the year. It's the easiest money you'll ever make. Chicago plus 195. The cracks are feeling all hot because they put one past the pussies last night. Well, guess what? It's going to take a big old black cock to come in and slap these guys around a little bit and stretch them out and let them know that, hey, you don't stand a chance. Go back to your place, in your shithole. So you give me the Blackhawks against the cracks. Give me the under 6. Let's go.
Yeah, well, the Blackhawks should lend Connor Bedard for World Juniors. Like, let him go, let him shine, let him fucking show off all the stuff.
I agree.
They will lose games. They will lose games in that span. Connor Bedard will show off. They're going to hire a draft pick, and they'll get publicity for all Connor Bedard having like a hat trick for multiple games.
I disagree. Once a player like that, you're a solidified NHL player. What the fuck are you doing going back to play a junior amateur tournament? Like if it's like a bubble guy, then yeah, but this is Connor fucking Bedard we're talking about. Why the hell would he want to even do that?
Well, he can't accumulate points while he's playing for the World Juniors team.
Yeah,
while he's not on the Blackhawks.
That is true. But apparently they have a spot open for Benson of the Sabres or Courtois of the Bruins. Yeah. So I mean, put Bedard there. You're not competing. Come on.
No, truth be told, they don't even need him. They got 2 fucking studs on this team. 2 guys are going to get 100 goals and points each in this tournament by the names of Fraser Minton and Easton fucking Cowan, baby. They don't need no Connor Bedard. Get that garbage out of here, yo.
Should we have a World Juniors talk or save it for another show?
Save it for a different show. Speaking of, I'm surprised Talon didn't bring up Easton Stick, not Easton Cowan.
I don't want to talk about the Chargers at all right now. Fucking, they're on my no-fly zone. We're not doing this right now.
Get a good draft pick.
Yeah, exactly. Tank the season. They better not win another game. Cameron Dicker still elite. Should be in the Pro Bowl. Okay, moving down to the 10 p.m. time slot. Last game of the docket. We got the Florida Panthers against the Vancouver Canucks. Game itself is in Vancouver here. Panthers on the money line at minus 115. Canucks on the money line minus 105. Over unders was 6.5. Over sitting plus 105. The under minus 125. Jolie, Polly, Oli, Wooly, the goalie, Roly, Foley, Mamoli, Sholy, Toly, Moly, Holy. What's going on in this game here?
Yeah, I mean these are two teams that I'm pretty high on. Which is why the line is exactly even money for me, -100. It's not there's no value there. I'm stunned by what to do here. There's nothing going on. But I'm gonna take the under 6.5 -120. We're gonna back the Panthers, Sunders. They've been cashing all year long. I don't know why they're still lined it over at 6.5 here. And the Canucks, meanwhile, Demko has been he's been let goals in, but a lot of them aren't his fault. And he had another outstanding game against the Lightning on Tuesday. So yeah, the under 6.5 here is my play for this one. For the side, I hope it ends in overtime. I hate the overtime, but at least both teams get a point, and after that, the Canucks can get the OT winner. Hopefully, we don't have to watch too much of that, or even see a shootout. But yeah, give me the under 6.5 here, -120 with the Canucks OT win.
Yeah, I think the under 6.5 is probably the best play, as long as it's Demko versus Bob, which I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be. Even though DeSmith, I mean, he had a shutout last time out against the Wild. But I think I do lean to the Cats here on the road. They just lose in Seattle, but they've been a better team overall this season. Also on the road, 8-5-2. Vancouver's 11-3-1 at home, won 3 in a row against 3 good teams, but got outshot in every one of those games. Tied in shots against Carolina. I think they have to come back down to earth sometime. Won 3 in a row after zigging and zagging. So could see the Panthers going in there and getting a road win. I haven't bet it yet, but if it gets down to -105, even money, maybe I'll take the Panthers. But I do like the under 6 along with Joel at -125.
The Lions going the Panthers way, by the way. So I think it's better sooner than later.
All right. What was I gonna say? Yo, Daly just put in the chat. One of you guys ever seen a Blackhawk games go under 6? Literally last night, bro. It was 4-1 final versus the Oilers.
He meant a Blackhawk. He didn't. He called it wrong.
Okay.
Inches. We don't speak in inches here.
All right, that's a good joke. It's funny. All right, my bad. Yeah, you know what I was saying a while ago. I watched a lot of Canucks hockey lately because I've been just watching a shitload of puck. And honestly, man, like this team, they're good. They're a great fucking team. Defensively, when it comes to that Quinn Hughes, he's so fucking sick with the puck. Offensively, Brock Besser's been a fucking stud. Elias Pettersson's been awesome. JT Miller, like Jolie talked about, he has a great shutdown game against Kucherov last night, while generating some offense as well. It was good to see Kuzmenko get on the board last night. He had a big power play goal for them. I know he's been in the doghouse a little bit with this team. There's one thing that brings me the most happiness is that Ilya Mikheyev will always still be the same Ilya Mikheyev. So many scoring chances and just shoots the puck right in the goalie's chest every time. I love it. But he's still having success on that line with Pettersson and Lafferty, man. And Lafferty's been a fucking gamer for this team too. So don't get me wrong. I've been watching a lot of Canucks hockey. They've been fucking sick, dude. They're well coached. Their system play is fine. The one thing I don't love is they don't really generate too many scoring opportunities. Their shots on goal could be a little bit better. When I watch them, there's times I'm saying blatantly, shoot the fucking puck. You have bodies and a good chance here, and they're looking to make it a little bit too pretty. And that reason alone is why I'm betting the Florida Panthers in this game, because Florida Panthers plays teams too fucking hard. They pressure the puck carry too much. They lay the body. They're physical. Every fucking ounce of this game is a goddamn battle for them. And I'm sorry, I like the Canucks. I'm a Vancouver fan. But they just don't have what it takes from a physical point of view to compete with this Florida Panthers team, a team that is well known to be pure opportunists and make the best of what they can from an offensive point of view when they get it. Vancouver, as much as I just talked them up, defensively, there's a little bit to be desired. They've been getting the goaltending from Demko, who's been absolutely fucking sick here, but I don't think it's going to matter because Florida just finds a way to put the fucking biscuit in the basket here. It's going to be a good game, though, man. I'm going to be excited for this one. It sucks that I'm working. I might even not make it into work because I'm still fucking dying. And if I'm not, then I'm still going to fucking watch the shit out of this game. But I'm going to be all over the Panthers here. This is going to be an absolute battle. As far as over-under goes on this one, I'm leaning towards the under 6.5 at -125 here. I just think we're going to see two real deal teams battling it out. They both know what this game means to them. Calling us on like a litmus test kind of standards here. So I think we're going to see, playoff hockey in the middle of December here. So give me the under. Give me the Panthers. There you go. How do you like that Canucks breakdown there, fucker?
No, that was actually excellent, man. You've been listening to me clearly, or you just been watching
I
the
can
games.
tell you, I have not been listening to you. All right.
You nailed
What
it,
do you
though. That the Pettersson, Lafferty, Mikheyev line, I would never have guessed that would become a line, but it's
I know,
been brilliant. And they complement each other so nicely. Like Pettersson is the finisher, the dealer. The other guys have the speed and the tenacity
lot
to
of
go after
speed.
pucks. Yes. So, that just shout out to you for recognizing that. That was a good breakdown, man.
Fuck yeah, let's go. I like the Canucks. Let's go Canucks.
Let's go.
All right, consensus plays, Gilbert. What do we got here?
We got not too many here. I forgot. Did we all take the Hurricanes minus 148? I believe at least two of us were on that.
I don't remember.
Not me.
Okay, not the Hurricanes. We're all on the Oilers minus 155 against the Lightning there in Edmonton, and then we're all on the Panthers Canucks under 6.5 minus 125, and that is it for this 8-game slate.
That sounds about right.
We have a lot more consensus plays when Ryan and I do it.
I mean, we have
Fuck you guys.
If I recorded the plays that two of us agreed on, I'm sure we'd have one for every game. But it's once you get to three, it's tough to get a consensus play.
Well, no shit. We'd have one every game. Or else we didn't. It would be a normal consensus play. There's three of us. That's how math works.
Yeah.
Good point.
Look at that analytic.
Put that on a chart.
Yeah, put that on a fucking chart and smoke it, bro.
Morning.
All right. Moving down to our Lock Dogs total here for December 14th. Current standings, Joelie's in first. He has a record of 23, 24, and 1, down 0.47 units. I am 21 and 27, down 9.72 units. Ryan is 16 and 32, down 20.06 units, with a positive show last time we did this. Duly noted. Jolie, kick us off here, buddy. What do you got?
All three totals, baby. I know that I like to give up money lines and all that, but when the board speaks totals and not sides, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, Lightning Oilers over 6.5, minus 120. I just too much firepower on the ice, two great power plays, whatever. Also non-divisional rivals, interconference opponents. That also means something in terms of like not knowing each other's system. That's a good look for an over. And my dog is Capitals Flyers under 5.5, even money. Both teams are very structured defensively, not a lot of firepower, and two very good goalies in net. So that's even money there. And then the total, the third total of the day, Blackhawks Kraken under, also at even money, under 6, that is. Or no, it's under. Yeah, this one's under 6. I didn't write it down. Yeah. Blackhawks Kraken under 6, even money. Again, just two teams that are impotent offensively. Both teams have been under teams all season long. Solid enough goaltending. Blackhawks less so than the Kraken, but still, the Kraken don't have the goal scorers at the best of times, at the healthiest of times. And right now, they're missing too many good guys on that side of the ice. So yeah, let's go with these fucking totals, man.
Totally. All right, for me here, totally. For me, my lock here, you guys know it already. The Flyers minus 135 against the Capitals. Just a much better team. The Capitals are frauds. Flyers coming back home. I think they've won 10 of their past 15, 10-3-2 in that span. So they've been good there. My dog is the Oilers puck line plus 160 at home against the Lightning. Lightning, when they lose in regulation, by 2 goals. So give me the Oilers plus 160. And then my total is the Blue Jackets, Leafs over 6.5. minus 125. I think the Blue Jackets can put up, 1 or 2, and the Leafs can put up at least 4 or 5 on the Blue Jackets here. So give me the over 6.5 at minus 125.
All right, for my lock, I'm taking Edmonton money line versus Tampa Bay minus 155. Everybody knows an oil fire burns harder than the inside of a lightning bolt. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Maybe somebody can look it up if you can see, but it could be. There's a chance. So give me the Oilers minus 155. For my dog, we got Calgary Flames money line plus 120 versus Minnesota. Smokey the Bear can lick my asshole. Then for my total, Ottawa, St. Louis under 6.5 plus 110. Sens are fucking terrible. Relocate the team. They're going to score -1 goals this game. That's how fucking bad they are. The only thing worse than the Sens are Sens fans. You fucking losers. All right. Everybody, is anything else you want to add? Is that all good? Are we good?
Habs are up 3-1. Let's go.
Habs are up 3-1. They said fuck your first period under, but I mean I'll take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, what the fuck were you doing? You bet the Habs team total under, and you bet the Habs money line.
The Habs haven't scored in like half of the first periods.
If they're not going to make the first period total, then you've just bet the money line at the second period. I don't get why you bet the money line before the period.
Because I'm not always monitoring the lines, and I'm a few drinks deep now. I'm not gonna be able to think rationally.
All right. Well, that was bewildering to me. I didn't bring it
They've
up.
scored.
Discord.
They've scored 0 first period goals in over half of their games. 15.
Okay, so then wait for the second period to bet the Habs money line because the Penguins could have scored then.
What if it's 0-0?
Then it's the same.
All right. Whatever.
What he said.
Carry on.
Just I'll defer to the period, man. Okay.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Oh, fuck that guy. That guy sucks. All right. Everybody go check out Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports. Obviously, we got hockey tomorrow. It'll be cool. NFL. We got college football bowl season. College football playoffs right around the corner. That's gonna be fucking sweet. What else is going on? NBA. We got MLB. Ryan, what's up in the world of baseball besides all the stuff? Anything big going on?
No.
Don't care. What else we got going on? Soccer's doing its thing. We got tennis right around the corner. Golf's going to be here soon before we know it too, which is worth following. So all that's good information. You can find all that at the SGPN website. Sure to check it out. Read the articles. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles. He's pumping out. Those are fucking sweet. He's doing those weekly. Listen to the other shows. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Always a ruckus. Always an Uncle Ruckus going on in the Discord. There's tons of stuff going on. The Discord
Nice
after night. You like that, eh? Tons of stuff in there, man. So shout out to all of our friends and pals. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HTP Twitter account. Our social media assistant producer will get you going where you need to be as well. He's an absolute killer in there. Or what you can do is join the Talon and Joel Love the Vancouver Canucks official fan group. And when you're in that page, you can just talk, Canucks hockey with myself and my good old pal, Jolie, Polly, Wooly, Oli, Holy over there. And when you're in there talking to us about how sick the Canucks are, you can be like, hey, boys, how do we get into the Discord? And our boy Joel Meyer will be like, hey, this is how you do it, baby. Because that's the kind of guys that we are,
Fuck that. Go Nucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. So somebody leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple, please. So I have something to read here rather than begging for reviews.
Just make them up at this point. Just make them up.
I'm going to start doing it. I'll start writing them.
Well, I don't want to see Catfish make like another one for like the fourth time because it shows it's the same thing. But yeah, the rage inside me is building once again. So leave us a 5-star rating.
We got one here. We got one right here. Just came in. It says the guy that looks like he's dying in the pink corgi hoodie and the dude with the new haircut are very handsome gentlemen. And the guy that's not wearing those two things should maybe acknowledge it a little bit more and be better. But still, 5 stars. This is an awesome podcast.
Well,
what am I, a bitch?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's Talon was just reading the review. I mean,
I didn't write it. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, so subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. If we're in your Spotify Wrap, tag us on Twitter at HockeySGPN, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Search for the Hockey Gambling Podcast there. We're going live for all of our shows, typically between 9 and 10 Eastern time on most nights, Wednesdays, or sometimes a little bit earlier for the Thursday slates. But yeah, we're always scheduling things there. So yeah, join the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. Usually a good time in there, maybe not always a good time in there. Talon, I'm bringing back the support system in the Discord. I think we got to bring that back. We got to preach that. We got to preach that. It's
stop fighting everybody. Seriously.
We'll see.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. My name is Tyler Jenkins. You can find me fucking fighting people in the Discord, man. You can also find me at Tyler_Jenkins Jenkins 94.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Mine. You'll find me looking at this chart, and it says that the expected probability of Talon Jenkins making it to work tomorrow is 100% because he's a fucking stud, and this country needs its sugar.
Sugar never sleeps, baby. Sugar never sleeps. Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.